Hello students, I'm back with the remaining explanation part of the unit 2 of the chapter Computer Networks. Children, in the part 1 video, we have already studied about the fundamental concepts of internet. So right now I'm starting here with the next topic which is given in your book, that is hyperlink and hypertext. I will explain the remaining topics with the help of a video to you people. So right now I'm sharing the video and I will show you how to use it. Just a moment. So the topic is computer networks. The very first topic for today is the hypertext and hyperlinks. Children, whenever you visit a website, you must have seen certain text which is usually blue in color, and when you hover your mouse over that particular text, the mouse pointer get converted into the shape of a hand, and when you double click over it, you jump to a new web page or a new file or a new website. So that text is the hypertext, and when you are moving to the new thing, it is known as a hyperlink. In the concept of HTML, we have studied the concept of hyperlink. We have come to know that the anchor tag is used for making the hyperlinks. So basically on the home page of the website, there are various hyperlinks which enables us to move from one web page to another web page. Next topic is web portal. Children, the big organizations, they are having various departments. Like in your school, you are having various departments like academics, library, admission section. So one thing is that the school could have different websites for different departments. And another thing is that we can accommodate all the web pages related to the different departments on a single page. And that particular page is having the hyperlinks to those particular websites. So that thing is known as a web portal. So basically a web portal is a specially designed website that often serves as a single point of access for information. It can also be considered as a library of personalized and categorized content. Another term is the modem. Children, modem is a very common term. You have already studied about modem in the previous classes also. Modem stands for modulation and demodulation. It converts the analog signals to the digital signals and vice versa. For accessing the internet, usually a telephone line is required. We are using the electronic devices. The telephone lines, it transmits the analog type of signals, and the computers and the electronic devices, they understand the digital signals. So modem is that device which converts the analog signals to digital signals and digital signals to the analog signals. There are various types of modems like internal modem, external modem, GPRS modem, and the USB modem. Next is network switch. A network switch is defined as a collection of various networking components as a single unit. It plays an important role at the time of sharing of the information, which is designed with the advanced feature. A switch adds the IP address to the incoming message so that the appropriate computer is allocated for the delivery of the message. So basically it transmits the message from the source to the destination. Next topic which is given here in your book is the router. Router is also a hardware component or a hardware device which manages the path along which the information travels within a network. In a network, there could be various paths. We have already studied about the different types of topologies. So this router is that hardware component which manages the path of the information through which it travels. Next topic, which is very important, is the bandwidth. Children, bandwidth refers to the measure or the volume of the data which transfers over the internet. So usually the data transfer on the internet is measured in the terms of BPS. BPS stands for bits per seconds, or KBPS, that is kilobits per seconds, or Mbps, which stands for megabits per second. Next is protocol. The basic concept of protocol I have already taught you in my previous video also. As I've already told you that protocol refers to the set of rules and regulation which the certain devices needs to follow while transmitting the data. So the various protocols are like, first one is your HTTP, which stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. FTP means File Transfer Protocol. IP, Internet Protocol. TCP refers to Transmission Control Protocol. IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol. SMTP is your Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. So children, the most important protocol is your HTTP. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Whenever you write the URL of any website, you start it with the HTTP, then HTTP followed by the name like www.google.com or www.yahoo.com. So here the HTTP, it refers to the protocol. www is the web and Google is the host, and .com, it refers to the type of the domain. The HTTP enables us to transmit the data over the internet. The most important thing is the type of domain, like .com in certain websites like the .org. So .com refers to commercial sites, .org refers to non-profit organization, .net is for large networks, .gov for government organizations, .edu for educational institutions. Next is your FTP. Children, FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. It's a standard protocol and it's the simplest way to exchange the file between the different computers and different devices over the internet. Next is IP. Children, IP stands for Internet Protocol. Usually this IP is also combined with another protocol, that is TCP. It is usually written like TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol / Internet Protocol. The data is transmitted on the internet in the form of different packets. A huge message, it is broken into small packets. These packets are then allowed to travel through the path. So this IP, this protocol IP, it establishes the connection between the destination or the source. Basically, it guides the packets to move from source to the destination. The task of breaking of the packets, it is done by the TCP. So the TCP breaks the huge message into smaller packets. The IP assigns the path from source to the destination. And at the destination, again, the TCP comes into action and assembles the packets in a proper manner so that the message can be read in a proper way. Next is your SMTP. SMTP stands for Simple Mail transfer protocol. This protocol is mainly used for sending and receiving of the mail. It transmits the mail issued from the source computer to the server. And if you are sending the messages for message purpose, IMAP, that is Internet Message Access Protocol, is used. So children, here are the different protocols which are required when you are working on internet, when you are sending messages, when you are sending mails, when you are opening different websites, when you are sending files. So these different protocols calls are required. Next concept is the use of cloud storage. Children, this term cloud computing, cloud storage, it is very commonly, very frequently used nowadays. Because instead of storing our data in a pen drive or in our local computers, we people are more comfortable in storing our information over the internet. So various cloud storage softwares we are having, like Google Drive, My Drive, Dropbox. These are the most common ones. So instead of storing our data on the local computers, we can store it over the internet so that we can access the data anywhere on any device which is having the internet connection. What exactly you have to do? You have to make your account on that particular site which is providing this cloud storage facility. Make your account and start working on it. So Google Drive is one of the best example. You have already studied about Google Drive in class 7th also. You can store up to 15 GB of data on Google Drive, which is free. Next concept is the use of the cloud computing. Cloud computing means instead of storing the data on your local computer, storing your information, storing your files over the internet. So this term is known as cloud computing, means using the computer-based data, saving it on the cloud storage devices. So characteristics of cloud computing. We are already aware that the concept of cloud computing is very much popular nowadays. Why? Because of the several reasons, like the user is able to access the information anytime, anywhere, just by logging into the internet. Information is easily accessible from one place or any location. It provides instant monitoring of the resources accessed by the user. It allows multiple resource sharing. It is a self-service technology where you can compute or store the information without the human interaction. Next is advantages of cloud computing. Obviously, the concept of cloud computing is more advantageous as compared to your saving the files on a local computer. Like it eliminates the difficulty and expense of maintaining and upgrading your computer hardware and software. The processing speed, memory capacity, software application, maintenance of the computer system, these things are not required. It does not require any software to access and manipulate the information. Anywhere you can download your data, you can download your file and keep on working on it. You can store and access any size or type of file, like word processing file. You can play games, you can watch movies, you can watch videos, presentation files, etc. Any type of file could be shared. You can also develop application of or make scientific calculations just like the way you want to perform. So if you wish to store your files using the cloud computing, the first thing is that you have to make your account in that particular site. Then follow the simple steps. Upload your file into that cloud storage. Then wherever you want, you can log in again and then you can download the file and reuse it anywhere. You are not supposed to carry a pen drive or anything like that. Your files are completely secure. They won't be accessed by any unauthorized person. Your data is completely secure. So children, we can say that this concept of cloud computing, it has revolutionized our work. People are not conscious about if they have forgotten to bought their pen drive or their hard disk got crashed away or any hardware or software malfunctioning is there, no problem. You can access your file anywhere on any other computer if you have stored on a cloud storage device. So children, this is the end of this chapter. I will share the solutions of the book exercises as well as the question answers to you people the very next day. So go through the video very carefully. Get the explanation, entire explanation from the video. And if you will have any doubt, you can contact me personally or I will explain the topic again in your offline classes. Okay, children. Goodbye for today.